Let's see. I'm going to get this over. Oops, I got to get over here. Change it here. I'll be right there. I'll be right there. Let's see here. Let's see. Anybody out there? I had a little bit before I go get the kids. I've been busting butt all day. I was going to go lay down and take a nap, but I'm like, you know what? I won't get up. I knew I have my alarm, but... Hello, people. Let me go shut those back windows. I hate that glare. It's really crappy out, guys. Gotta go pick up the kids in a little while. I have been doing stuff all day. Anybody watching? I'm gonna eat my lunch real quick. Hey, Lady Casca. Hi there. I'm gonna whisper in case you're at work. How are you, honey? I was gonna go lay down, but I'm like, oh. I went last night. I laid down on the couch. It was after 6 o'clock, after dinner. Hey, Miss Sharon. And I laid down. I was watching Grace and Frankie, and I was out. I had the fireplace on because it was chilly, and I didn't want to turn the heat on. I ended up turning the heat on today because it was really cold this morning. And I was out cold. Oh, okay. Lady Casca. So then I wake up because I hear Chris coming in. Well, he was out. I said, where have you been? He's like, I was out in the greenhouse. He was installing the lights. Hey, Vicky. We were going to put those shop lights that are on the grow shelf. We had 4 more downstairs. Hey, Mountaineer Mama. So he installed the grow lights. Our thought process to do this was to try to keep it a little warmer in there, a safe way. Because we had talked about putting a heater in there, and I'm like, no, I don't want it to burn down. No reason to burn my plastic. So he put the shop lights in there. He did a video, and I'm going to drop that too. Hey, Lewis. And that with those panels that we put in the windows, but I don't think it did much of a difference. Maybe a few degrees. I don't know if it really did much of a difference. I don't know what it got down to last night overall. I only know what was in the greenhouse because we have that little thermometer that tells you what it was within the last 24 hours, and the lowest it got and the highest it got. So it doesn't tell you what time it was, so I don't know if it was like during the day the lowest it got or what, but so I got up this morning and it was 47 or I forget. I did a video, so it'll be in the video. I literally showed the temperature gauge. Hey, Rob. Vicky, hello, big winner of Hunter doll. What's that? Is there a giveaway for a Hunter doll? I have been so busy this morning. I got up. I made oatmeal raisin cookies because I've been promising Todd. I cut up cucumber, egg, hard-boiled egg. Hi, Hope. And I made macaroni. And a little macaroni salad. I also did a video on opening my number 10 can from the LDS cannery of macaroni, so you guys could see what it looks like. And hey, Joe Morgan. I also did a video on the oatmeal raisin cookies. In between listening to Trust in God's live stream, I was running back and forth for my cigarette breaks. Oh, Mountaineer Mama, one tins Hunter doll. Was it a voodoo doll? Stick pins in it? What else did I do? Did some laundry. Did the video on the macaroni salad, the video on the opening the can, the video on the oatmeal cookies. Did some laundry. Wow, that's a good deal, Joe. That's a good deal. I paid about $2, $2.50 for my number 10 cans years ago of the elbow macaroni. Good deal. Because it's 3 pounds in the can. I didn't need to open it. I have plenty back sealed, but I wanted to show it. What it looks like when you open it, the oxygen absorber. I've been adding to my to-do list. I want to do a video on the grinder mill that I got. I got a handheld one. And I need to get one more container for, I didn't realize I didn't have I have those matching containers, the clear ones with the push button on the top, the XOs, from all my flours and sugars, but I didn't have one for my bread flour. So I found a half size one I had, but I only did that because I was using 3 cups of the flour out of the bag. So the rest would fit in that size, but I need the full size one. So I got to order that. No, you didn't, Moonlight. Brooke! You didn't miss anything. Brooke, I did the bread video. Did I drop it? I probably didn't drop it. But I mentioned you in there, and I'm putting your link to your actual video of you making that bread in my description box when I drop it. It didn't even last the whole day. I made it yesterday morning. I made a big pot in my crock pot of soup because it was really dreary out. And I did that honey white bread. There was none left after dinner. Todd and Chris loved it. Sierra so-so. She's not much of a bread person. But I ate 2 slices. Sierra had a slice. And Todd and Chris ate the rest of it. It's all gone. He's like, even in the video, he said, no more buying bread. So thank you very much, Brooke. Still in bed fighting a cold. Oh, I hope you feel better. Hey, Shift Kicker. You can never have sticking parties. Oh, you can have sticking. Yeah. Doodles. Vicky, that was the first time I used my bread maker. I got it over the summer. Yeah, first time. First time. Brooke, I saw on Jenny Goff, I think, oh, it's Jenny's Homemade Scratch Kitchen channel. It used to be Jenny Goff. I follow her. I love her. She did hamburger and hot dog buns. So I'm going to try it that way because it was easy. Easy. So I'm going to try it. Hey, Crazy Irish and Heroic. So I am going to try that recipe. Probably not for another week or two. Maybe next week. I feel like we're at the end of the week and we're not. So maybe sometime this week I'll do it. Because Chris wants, he had these hot dogs at the bonfire, which I still got to drop that video too. And they were, I think they were called Susie Q's or something. I forget what they were called. It was a hot dog truck. The Dog Father. Big black truck, and the letters were the same as in The Godfather. That same shape and everything. And he had this hot dog, and it had this special barbecue sauce, chopped up onions, and bacon. Oh my God. I took a bite and I was like, oh. And I had only gotten the plain hot dog with ketchup and onions like I always get. But my God, so I am going to I'm going to get some KM hot dogs and I'm going to make that for him. So good. But maybe I'll make my own rolls because in the video she makes her own hot dog rolls too. The hardest part seems to be shaping the rolls. I'm not good with that. So we'll see. We'll see. Maybe for the first video with that hot dog sauce, I will just buy regular ones so that I can just eat it and enjoy it in case I try to make those buns specifically for that video and then the buns don't come out. I'll be screwed. I won't have any buns for the video and for dinner. Hey, Lively Prepper. Honey buns in a, I don't know. I don't know. It's the first time using it, Vicky. I don't know. Yeah, make them, yeah, hand solo. Yep. It's just getting your hands to, she is so, Jenny does it like it's nothing. She knows how to fold them and, oh my God. So I got to practice. Thank you, Shift Kicker, for putting Brooke's channel on there. I'm going to put that link to that video for her bread in my description box of my bread video. Oh, Crazy Irish. I was going to okay, remember I told you about my bank debit card I get points added on and I can get free stuff? And I have in my favorite, because you can put favorites in there to go back to. And I have deli slicers in there because months and months ago, I wanted to get a last year, actually. That was on my to-do list, was to get a deli slicer or a meat slicer. And I just never did it. I got that air fryer, that Fry Daddy type thing. Should have stuck with the meat slicer. I'm glad you're having good fun with it because shaved steak, ribeye is like the best to use for shaved steak. Yeah, you want to have it a little frozen before you start shaving it, not soft. Oh, she sent me a picture. I love getting pictures from Crazy Irish. I saw the I saw the slicer on the live stream this morning when you unboxed it. Yeah, I was watching. I may not have been commenting because I was probably smoking a cigarette or shoving something in my mouth, but food. But I watched you unbox the whole thing. Let's see. I'm going to be making blueberry barbecue sauce when it's pick your own. I don't know if I would like that. I don't like barbecue sauce. I am very, very finicky about my barbecues, and I don't like a lot of it. I don't like something like a chicken piece coated with it where it's like all over your face. I barely tolerate it on my country style ribs. Barely. And it's going to be very thinly spread on there. I don't like the pulled sandwiches, like the pulled chicken and pulled pork with all the barbecue sauce. Oh my God, no, I can't do it. Moonlight, I'm glad you subscribed to Brooke. She's awesome. And she's like you. She has that decorating knack. You too. I need you both to team up and come here and just do a complete decorating overhaul in my house. When the when my family moves out and it's just me and it will stay nice and pretty. Oh yeah, Joe, you had someone doing your shopping. I don't trust people. I mean, I know they mean well. I did have people do my shopping. I tried this one lady that was local. She worked for Instacart until they just really started messing with their employees and taking their tips and everything. So she started doing it herself and had her own business, and she was awesome. Awesome. Her name was Teresa, but she moved away. I forget if it was down in Florida. And it was expensive, paying $15 to have her do it. Actually, I paid over 30 something dollars. Yeah. So I prefer to go do my own shopping. And while I can, when I can't no longer do it physically, then I'll utilize that. Or hopefully I'll have my kids driving to go get it for me. If you hear that, it's just my dishwasher. Oh yeah, Brooke. I have can you send me a picture of your mandolin? I have a very old mandolin. Um you have this thing you hold on to and it pokes into the potato or whatever, your onion or whatever, and you slide it, and it has a thicker and a thin blade, but it's very, very old. And then I have my KitchenAid is I have the attachments for all the slicer attachments. For my KitchenAid, I bought the attachments for the sausage, the ground meat, to a meat grinder, and I bought the slicer, and it has all different blades for it, slices, curlies, all that. And there was one other one I bought. Huh. I can't remember. They're still in the boxes. I always make sure I wash them and put them right back because the boxes are nice for KitchenAid. They have the thick, heavy styrofoam that has the part indented right out. It's cut right out to mold it. Oh, yeah, Brooke. Well, okay. I'm not gonna lie. I love my husband. I love my husband. I love my husband, but I will sweep, I will vacuum, I will mop, and then he comes in with his boots instead of putting them on the porch. Drives me freaking bananas. Concrete sometimes. Um, and then on the weekends when we're in and out in the greenhouse and in the grass and everything, we're all day long. So our floors don't necessarily, I'd have to sweep 10 times a day. Been trying to get into my Samsung account for the last hour. Oh. Yes, please, Brooke. Please, because I'm noticing I'm dropping things more. I'm hurting myself more lately. I just did a video and I dropped 2 jar covers on the floor and a piece of my egg went flying, and it's like I'm noticing that I'm not as with it as I used to be. It was Moonlight. It was. I wrote it down. I did. I wrote it on the recipe. No, I didn't. For the hamburger hot dog buns. It's hold on. I'm gonna put the link. Hold on. I've never made them yet, Moonlight. So it used to be Jenny Goff, but she changed the channel name to Jenny's Scratch Made Kitchen. Oh, and I remember when she didn't have hardly any subscribers. Now she's got 18.2. All right, I'm gonna put her link in there for her channel. But she just did one and she does everything herself. She does everything scratch made. She cans, pressure cans, everything. There's her link there. Yeah, Mountaineer. Do you know that I still use my regular handheld cheese grater instead of going? Oh yeah, I have the grater for the KitchenAid too. I just find it because my KitchenAid is tucked in the back of my counter way by this the refrigerator in the corner, and I have the dust cover over it. Hey, CJ. And I feel like if I'm just doing cheese for a recipe, it's more work to take that out because my attachment box is in the bathroom in my grandfather's hutch in the cabinet. And then I have to come in the kitchen, grab the thing, slide it over, and then I have to wash it all and take it apart. Mandy in the Making has a really cute tabletop grinder. I want that. I got to see if I can find it. Hold on. Because I want that because it's quick and easy, and let me see if I can find it. Mandy in the Making. Let's see. She uses it in a lot of her videos when she's grinding up her, shredding her cheese. And let's see if I can, hold on. I'm going to pause that and see if she puts it in her. Oh, here. Her favorite cheese knife, her favorite chopper. Let me see. But yeah, I love. Let's see if I can find that cheese grater. It's a little tabletop or countertop one, not tabletop. Oh, it's not here. It's a round. It's tall and skinny. You know, not too tall, and it looks exactly like the KitchenAid one on the top, but it sits on the counter, and you just grind it like that, and it's so easy. You pop everything out and wash it. Lee, it's on Amazon. What's on Amazon, Brooke? He's going to be turning 39. Oh my God, you're a baby. Let me see here. Why does she not have that? Why does she not have? I want to get a handless. Let me see if I can find it right here. I want to get a hand where you pop it. I see these can openers where you pop it on the top and you don't touch it. It goes around. I need one of those because my hands. I have been hurting. Like they flare up out of the blue right here. They just swell up, flare up so bad, and I can't go like that. Like right now, it's fine, but I can feel it right in here. It's hurting. And then on a normal day, I'm fine, but on a day where it flares up for a few hours, all my veins swell up into these balls. It's weird. And it comes and goes, and I can't even wrap my fingers around my phone. So I want to get, because when I try to open my number 10 cans, I have a very hard time with my handheld openers are just not cutting it. Let's see here, but let's see. Oh, it's like this. This is what yes. Oh, and they come in colors. Let's see if I can share my screen. Hold on. I haven't shared my screen in so long. I've forgotten what I'm doing. Chrome tab. Okay. So that's kind of what Mandy in the Making uses, something like that. And it has all the same ones that KitchenAid has, but it's right there. You don't have to pull out your big KitchenAid. It's only $22. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to add that onto my wish list so I can go back to it. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing. I'm gonna eventually later on add that. I keep adding things onto my wish list so that I'll be able to go back to it. Okay, Brooke. Oh, you're on top of things. I have the P38s, but I just can't. I just can't. I mean, I'd rather not do it on a regular basis to really hurt my hands. Those would be for an emergency. Right, Mountaineer? That is So much more convenient than dragging out my KitchenAid, going into the bathroom, finding my box for that attachment set, bringing it out, and then having to clean it all up and put it all about. If it's just for a shredded cheese for a recipe, that's it. You know, I'm keeping all my attachment sets and my KitchenAid for hopefully to be able to pass down to my children at some point, because I wish my mother had all that stuff, but she didn't. I bought her KitchenAid mixer for Christmas one year. Hey, Peanuts Nana. So how's everybody's day going? What are you guys up to? I wish I was thinking about getting up on Trust Live this morning. I was going to ask them for the link, but I knew that if I did, I would not want to leave. And then I wouldn't have got any of that done. And I literally have to get it all done before the kids come home. Because once the kids come home, they walk in the door, they're in the kitchen, making something to eat, cleaning out their lunch boxes. So a good hour goes by, and I take that time to sit down for a few minutes and watch maybe one show or something. And then I start dinner. Hey, Sassy Cat. Oh, I hope you like the way they cut your hair. Is it like the same people that you always have cut? I had one lady that always does my hair. And the problem is that every 7 years or so, your hair changes. Like I've noticed it's parting in different places now, no matter how I dry it. It never used to part like this. It used to part a straight line, but now it doesn't do that anymore. And no matter how I try to, and I just dry my hair. I don't do anything special. This is how it comes out. It's getting long. I don't like this part being so long, but I don't want to go out and get my hair cut. Oh, let me go over to this side. Joe Morgan. Let me see. Smooth edge can opener. Oh, I'm going to check that out. It still has that hand crank though. I want one that I don't have to do that part. Because some days I just can't even grip anything. It's getting worse, honestly, as I get older. I'm going to save that up there though, Joe. Hey, Southern Prepper 3. How are you? So I have been straight out all day, pretty much every day. I did order, and I shouldn't have until after I get oil, but I watched Pinball and I watched Danny at Deep South talk about this. He went and he's going to get 2 years worth of his hay stocked up because he talks to people in that industry and they're saying June, it's going to be really bad. There's not going to be any hay for people that need it because they can't grow it to harvest it to get it for people for the hay. So I just stocked up on 6 bundles of the Easy Tack straw that Hollis and Nancy use to mulch on top of their potatoes and all their plants. I got 6 bundles. They're like $15 a bundle, but I got 6 of them, and I'm going to go to Tractor Supply around the 11th and pick them up. Hopefully they're not delayed. That way I have some and I can put them in, in the basement or somewhere to keep them dry over the winter in the shed, maybe. Have some for this year and then have some for next year. I'm doing that with a lot of my gardening stuff. As soon as I get the oil ordered this week, we'll be all set for the summer on oil. And then I'm going to get probably close to a pallet of potting mix and more fish emulsion all stocked and ready for next year. And more blood and bone meal because I went out and did an inventory and I have like 1 bag of each, and I want to have several bags of everything. stocked up so that I can just start planting next year and not have to think about it. And we talked about it, and I'm going to get those trash barrels that you wheel down to your driveway with the wheels on it and the handle. And I'm going to get a couple for the backyard against the house. And I'm going to use one for compost and one for potting mix. And Chris will dump them all in there for me because he knows a guy in another town that he'll dump bucketfuls from his tractor of compost, and it's $25 a bucketful, and he dumps it right into your truck. Or you can buy him by the individual bags. It's like $7 a bag. It's by appointment only. But I want to have some of those wheelbarrow, because I did the big long plastic bins, and it cracked and broke and all water got in it. So I'm going to get the tall ones with the wheels, the heavy duty trash cans with the lid that goes up and down. I saw her do it on Callie Kim. And it made sense to me because then I can just scoop it out as I need it, and it's level and high just like I need it. And then as it gets lower, Chris can refill it, and he can wheel it across the yard to fill it in with compost when we get our own compost. We used all that we had. All right, thank you, Brooke. So I'm going to get a couple of those. I'm getting all my fertilizer. I'm getting all my bags of whatever I need so that I'm fully stocked for everything for next year's growing season. And I wanted to ask you guys. Hold on. Let me see. I'm going to go back to the comments because I'm spouting at the lips here. Gardening is going. It's just so cold and dreary here. It's been awful. It's 52, it says outside, and it just got there. It's been in the 40s. I am so tired. I got my B12 and steroid yesterday. I hope so. You know what I take? Oh, this is D. This is D. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yes, I'm making progress. Mary Greeley on her here and there's earthquakes. Grace, don't get yourself all riled up, honey. I appreciate you coming in here, but don't get yourself all riled up. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. There's nothing we can do about it. It's Mother Nature. It's the earth. Whatever happens is going to happen. I try not to overwhelm myself with all that. All I ask is that it's quick and painless, and I just go. Yes. Oh, Rob, I have from floor to ceiling of Fresh Step cat litter, and I got more coupons I got to use by the end of this month. I was supposed to go out today and get it, but I'll do it this weekend. I got coupons for free up to $9.99 for bags of Fresh Step cat litter, and I stock up. And that coupon lady hasn't been sending out any lists, so I'm going to stock up on what I have, and I'll be on Sierra's butt to make sure she starts scooping it instead of just waiting until once a week and emptying the whole thing. Cat food, I'm stocked up for several years. In another month or two, I'm going to do another big order from where I get it and keep going with it. But if you've watched me in the past on live streams, you've seen Chewy orders. I get them by big boxes. I do that. I have a cycle where I stock up on cat litter for a month or two. Then I stock up on our tobacco and our rolling tubes, and I budget a little bit for each thing, and I get us stocked for several months on like our tubes and our everything. I have a checklist in my mind that I just do. Yeah. Are you planting grow worms? No. Hey, kicking it. Chicken Ella King. I've never tried that. I think I have a can down there, but I never tried it yet. Lee, she doesn't have the weather extremes you do. Look into wheeled compost bins with portable wagon style to move it. No, I want to go with those, I like the tall trash cans on wheels. They're like 25 bucks and it'll fit right against the side of the house. And I'm going to put it in an area right next to the greenhouse and in between where the hoses are so that it's in a central area. So when I want to pot up some pots, I have one for potting mix and one for compost, that because we're going to get it from the guy in Warren, and I can get it as I need it. And there's a little work table over there, and it's all centrally located to where everything is so that I can just have one designated area to work in outside. I don't store my rubberneck. I have Sheba, Fancy Feast, and I have the pouches, the Hearts pouches, and they're all good. I'd say for a couple years. My expiration on those are like 220, 22 and 23. Because I bought them years ago. The new stuff's 24, 25. The dry stuff, it goes rancid, so you don't want to store it too long. Up to a year, if that for the dry food, it gets rancid. We take all the dry food out and we take it out of the bags and we put it in the food grade buckets with the snap lids. And I don't usually he eats a lot of that, so it doesn't usually last more than 6 months to a year. I'm not going with all that compost. I've looked at the compost tumblers and stuff like that. I think my dad even made one. But I, my plan is I follow Robbie and Gary's Easy Gardening. She's in California. And she takes her totes and she throws all her scraps in these totes. And she throws her paper and her browns and everything else in there. And she makes her own compost. And she grows in that tote after. So that's what I'm starting to do. Plus, the major part of the compost where the grass clippings and the branches, those all go across the yard. And Chris goes and he turns it and makes piles. So I don't need a wheelie one. The compost we're getting when we do go out there, it's already been broken down over the years, and he sells it and he puts it all into the truck, and then Chris can just put it right into these bins for me, and then I'll have it by my work area, and that I don't have to do any of that when Chris is gone and I need it. Yeah, I don't want any of those tumblers. I did see a video where they took one of those white water barrels or food barrels. They cut it in half and they laid it out on top of their raised bed as a little mini greenhouse for the winter. It was a lady, actually. And it kept her lettuce and everything looking really good, and it protected it from the frost. I like that idea. I might try something like that because we have two of those barrels in the back that we never did anything with that had food or something in it. And they're just sitting there. So I'm going to have Chris cut them down the middle. And next year I'll try lettuce out in the raised beds earlier and we'll throw those down. But that's going to be a next year thing. I'm tired, guys. I've been going since I woke up this morning. I'm tired. It's 20 minutes of 2. It's getting lighter out. It was so dreary this morning. It was rainy and it was sprinkling and uh yeah. But I figured I'd come on and say hi. Everything went out yesterday. Monday, I went right to the post office and mailed out all the seeds. There's no seeds left here. I hope you all like them. Hopefully I can do it again. I did the postmaster, when he heard them in the envelopes, he's like, these envelopes, when you send seeds through the mail, they can't go through the certain thing that they put them through. So they got to go and be weighed and go a special way. So it's more expensive. It was about almost $5 an envelope. And I said, well, how can I get around that? He goes, well, don't mail seeds. They can't go through the regular machines that go because it'll rip open the packages where the seeds are, or it'll smush them. So I learned something at the post office yesterday. Back off to bed to rest. Have a fantastic day. You too. I hope you feel better. Oh my God, yeah, we love the bread. I'll be doing that again. I used the raw honey because that's all I had, but I might add a little bit more honey or drizzle it on the top. I don't know. Oh my God, it was so good. He's being an SA. I don't know what that means. I keep forgetting to turn the soil. Chris does that for me. Thank God. My left calf is hurting in the back. I better not get a Charlie horse or something. Oh. Crazy Irish. I'm not good with codes or abbreviations. I just figured out what GTSY meant, a month or so ago. And I keep forgetting what YOLO means. I saw a commercial with this kid on a bike saying YOLO. And well, it was an adult. And so I had to Google what YOLO means. I'm like, oh, and then I forget all the time. I just ordered my May Thrive Life. Oh my God, we have some really great stuff coming up for Thrive Life. Apparently, way back, they used to give free food. You could earn free food. Well, they did away with that. Well, they're bringing it back. So every time you sign up a new customer and they make their order, you get 10% in free food. So, yeah, there's that. And then they bought another company that it's a freeze-dried company, but it's for businesses, like for restaurants. So this company that they bought has been in business for over 40 years and has the contacts for getting the food and all that. And they've not a competitor because Thrive sells to people like us. This company only supplied businesses like restaurants and stuff. So they acquired that business. They bought them. So now they're going to have 40 years worth of contacts and more places to get their food from. And they're they're also talking about, because they don't ship to the UK and things like that. So they're going to check down there and maybe set up some sites down there. Thrive Life, so that the UK customers can get it. And they're also probably going to be setting up some warehouses, some distribution places around the United States, so that it's not all getting brought straight back to Utah and processed and shipped out. They're going to get it to Utah from the farmers, freeze dry it, or they're thinking of setting up around the United States more locations and having more freeze dryers so that it can be stored in different parts of the United States and not just shipped straight out of Utah all the time. So that's stuff they're working on. And for the leadership board, which I'm not, but I know Sutton's Days is, they are coming out with some new product that they're going to get to try at the leadership retreat they're going to. It'll be for them to try out before we get to see it. But yeah, they wouldn't tell us what it was. Going to town. All right, have a good. Be careful, Ms. Sharon. YOLO. I didn't even know what that friggin' meant. Do you remember which way to move the leg if you get one? Also, up your potassium. I can't. I have potassium pills because I can't have bananas and things like that. It's too much too much carbs. My doctor tried to tell me, "Oh, go have bananas." I'm like, "Well, I'm diabetic, remember?" So she gave me a prescription for potassium, and I took that for so long, and it helped. So I gotta see if I can get it more of that. Peanuts, Nana. I signed up. When did you sign up, Peanuts? And there is other perks that I didn't really know about, but referral codes. As a delivery customer, you have your own referral code. It's in your dash package somewhere. And if you give it to, say, your mother or your friend, and she orders under your referral code, you get free product, free credit. I have one customer that orders like over $1,000 every month, or every couple months, I think, every 2 months. And it's always less because she has a referral code she uses, credit that she uses, because she had, I guess, a family member sign up and they bought some using her referral code. So she gets credit. So, and I don't get commission on that when they do that, but I don't care. I just didn't know that there was a referral code and how it worked. So I'm just finding that out. So everybody that's a delivery customer, you have a referral code. It's unique to you. Use it. If you talk to somebody and they want to order, have them use your referral code. It automatically comes through me, but you get credit. Hey, Garden State Gardener. I still can't believe those number 10 cans at Walmart, they were marked down so far. Yeah, they're good in a pinch. They last. I was gobsmacked. Barbie bed and a night table. Send me pictures, crazy, of the shaved steak. Because I saw a blog post where this lady took her Cuisinart food processor and it had the number 2 blade on it, and she did it in her Cuisinart food processor and made shaved steak. I tried it on my KitchenAid and it just gummed up and jammed everything up. I'll never do that again. I was going to do a video. I'm glad I didn't because it was a big fail. So I don't know what it means. Lazarick will have to Google myself. I had to. It's, oh my God, I always forget. You only live once, I think is what it means. I keep forgetting though. Last week you ordered, pretty good order, 2 cases subscription. Oh, I don't go in all the time like I should. I know I should. I don't. I gotta do that. I have it, my email is connected, so I always check my email. And so if there's a problem, I get an email notification. So I don't always go into my site. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna go in. And excuse me. Let me see here. Let me look and see. Oh, there's my phone. Just ignore that. One moment, please. I'm like really tired today, but I've been going nonstop. Oh, give me 1 second. It's usually the doctor's office. Hello? Yes, this is. Can you hold on just 1 second? Hold on. They're trying to get me to do my mammo. I'm not ready yet. Still hurts from the last time 5 years ago. Just kidding. The reason I didn't go get it again is because when I went the first time, they said they found something. So I went back a second time. Then they wanted an ultrasound. So I did the ultrasound and it cost me $2,000 for the ultrasound for nothing. And then the lady told me I was all set for a year. And then I get a letter in the mail saying I needed to go back in 6 months. And they were going to do another diagnostic ultrasound. So that's not your yearly. The yearly is paid for by your insurance. And I got whopped again. And I'm like, nope, nope. They billed it incorrectly. And I wasn't supposed to go back in 6 months. I was supposed to go back in a year, but they did it all wrong. Got me back in there. I had to pay all this money. So now I don't trust them to use the right codes. This is me. I'm a biller. I used to be a biller for 20 years. I know the code you're supposed to bill with. And they screwed it all up. So now I don't trust them to bill it right. I even have the supervisors calling me and saying, we're going to make sure it gets billed correctly and blah, blah, blah. I'll go when I'm ready. Let's see. Oh. My phone's going off. I think they were calling me on that phone and calling me on my cell phone because when it says restricted, it's usually my doctor's. Peanuts, are you from hold on. One moment, please. Are you from California? No hot peppers in them this time. I'm starting to like to cook with green peppers and red peppers and all that. I never used to. Oh, Joe, my house phone. What happened was it's part of the cable package, my internet package, because it was cheaper to have it bundled with my internet. If I take it off, I have to pay way more for my internet. And at the time I got it, the twins were getting off the school bus here, and I was still not home from work for till about an hour after they got home, so they didn't have cell phones yet. And so I wanted a way for when they got off the bus to come in here and have a phone available to them so I could call and check on them until I got home an hour later. And I've just kept it because if I tried to get rid of it and it would have brought my internet bill like 2 to 3 times higher. So I just keep it. And then when I make important phone calls, I go and use that phone so I know I don't get dropped And when their dad calls, he'll talk on there. Okay, CJ, have a great day, honey. Love to order by your recommendation. Well, I try to be honest about the things I like. I can tell you that the cucumber dices are like bacon bit size. I did not know that, and I ordered them, and I gave them away because I don't use that kind of stuff. Yeah, I keep getting messages, voicemails on my student loans, and we paid our student loans off. I know, Vicky, I missed the money too. It was stressful, especially calling the insurance companies, and I call Blue Cross, and I get someone from India on the phone who says his name is Joe, but you can't even understand a word he says because he's in another language almost. You know damn well his name ain't Joe. Hey, Ginger Ninja. Chris volunteered for that job, Lee. Did you still have Yeah, Ginger Ninja. My parents had a landline too. They still have the same phone number since I was a little girl. Medical billing is stressful. Oh, so Peanuts Nana. I now know you're okay. I saw your order. Yeah. I hope you like everything. If you don't, you can always I think you can return it. I'm not sure. I've never had anybody return anything. Usually they'll just credit you. I know one person that ordered a long time ago. She said what was it? The sour cream or something was not right, and they just credited her. But I don't believe it because it just didn't sound right to me. Okay, Mountaineer Mama, have a great day. Be safe. I can't stay on. I'm going to be getting off here in about 3 minutes because I have to get ready to go get the kids myself. And it'll have been an hour already. An hour. Listen to Zach. You'll pick up the Indian. Oh, gosh. It was nice touching base with all of you guys today. Tonight I'm making BLTs, wraps. I made up all the bacon this morning. I used my pressure can bacon. Oh, my yum. And yesterday I used all pressure can stuff in my soup because some of the stuff has been sitting down there since 2020 when I first started canning, and I haven't been using it. So I'm using it up. Took me a moment. HAGD. I'm betting that's have a good day, right? I have all these wraps that I bought, and I got to use them up. So it's. And Sierra and I were talking in the car, and I have some breaded chicken strips and stuff in the freezer that I want to use up. So we might do chicken bacon ones too. So I can get them out of the freezer. Yep. I'm trying to think of what else I got planned. Oh, I have a recipe here for strawberry streusel bars. No, but there was another recipe here that I wanted to try. And I just got to pull it out of there. Air fryer bacon wrap steak bites. So that is going to be coming up too. And Chris ordered chicken bacon ranch pizza from our regular Grinder house, and it was so good. So I want to try to make that. And then he wants the hot dogs from that dog truck. So I'm going to do that. That's going to be a video and a dinner. And what aren't you going to do with the wraps? I don't know. I have a few ideas of what I'm going to do. I got to write this down so I don't forget. In air fryer bacon, because I want to use up. Oh, I still got to back sale all my stuff. I haven't done that yet. Oh God, I had to have those Instapots, and I do use them for my rice now, but I don't vary too much on. There's so many things you can make with them, and I just don't even. I'm so busy, I don't have time to look up. I normally only find a recipe when I scroll my Facebook page for a few minutes or my channels that I watch. That's where I get my recipes from now. I have so many cookbooks and I never even look at them anymore because I'm always here in front of the computer. And so all my favorite channels that cook stuff comes up. And that's how I find everything. It's just easier. Oh, yeah, I'm not going to let them burn. No. You saw that, huh? Because I came over to the computer. That's why. I finally cleaned out my bedroom yesterday. Took me all day. Was it yesterday? Yeah, I think it was yesterday. Got rid of a lot of things that didn't fit anymore. Made some more room. I have one drawer just for my tank tops because I live in these tank tops. They're light, they don't hurt my shoulders. And I've been slowly accumulating them every time I go to the thrift store because I only like a certain kind. And so I've had them in several different drawers mixed in with other things. Well, finally, I took one whole drawer. So I got rid of a lot of stuff. I even had a bag down there of all my metformin that they recalled because it said it caused cancer. I keep it because I was on it for years. And they replaced it. So they told me to keep the ones I had. So I keep it so that if I ever ran out, and it was the last thing I had, I'd have it. And it's like 2 or 3 months worth. So I took that out of my drawer and I put it downstairs in my medicine bin. Vicky, do a video on it. Did you find chocolate? Yeah, I have chocolate on my top of my bureau and Pop Rocks. Never used the Pop Rocks. I did bring up a jar of pork tenderloin that I pressure canned because I had an idea I want to try. Tell me if this sounds. I was going to break it up and grind it like a ham salad, but I'm going to do it with pork to make pork sandwiches. What mayonnaise, not with barbecue sauce. I don't like barbecue sauce. But I thought I'd try that with a jar of my pork tenderloin. I've never opened my pork tenderloins that I've pressure canned yet, so we'll see. I was watching Crazy Days, and she did a collab with Prepper Potpourri and all them, where you use shelf-stable ingredients only to make a recipe. Nothing refrigerated, everything shelf-stable. I'm going to make tuna wraps with my almond wraps. Oh, I never had almond wraps. Bye, Garden State Gardener. Have a great day, honey. Yeah, that's why I didn't throw it away, Joe. I keep it. Free the Pop Rocks. Oh, gosh. All right, guys. I have to go get ready. I got to put my shoes on and go get the kids. And then, I don't know. Maybe sit down for a little bit in front of the TV, watch a couple episodes of Grace and Frankie. I'm almost done with the season. Then I'll start dinner. I got the bacon all done, and I'm going to slice up the tomatoes and get the lettuce ready and find the chicken out of the freezer. And it's going to be an easy night. I took a nap last night, which I can't believe Chris let me do. BioFreeze, Pop Rocks, chocolate, and Mammo night. Oh, gosh. I really appreciate you guys coming in. You make me smile. You have a great day too, Vicky. Um, could you email me that recipe, Vicky? It's at lazarichomestead@gmail.com. And if I make it, I usually tell everybody where I got it from, like that. And if you have a channel that you post videos, I'll link your channel. Doing that with Brooks Home Sweet Home for the bread. But yeah, if you don't mind sending it to me, I would love it. I would love it. I did a few recipes. Jeff Bear, he gave me the cheeseburger soup and he gave me the pretzel pie. I made the pretzel pie twice. It's that good. Have a great day, everybody. I gotta go. But much love to all of you guys. Have a great afternoon. We'll see you somewhere. I'll probably pop into 101 for a little bit later if I'm still awake, but I'm tired. But everybody have a great day. I'm going to go get my shoes on and go get my chillins.